Hi Pisces, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. I hope you guys are all doing well. I want to take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Pisces out there. So guys, take what resonates for you and just leave the rest for someone else. Remember also that the energies may reverse. So if it's resonating for you, get in where you fit in, but make sure you don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Pisces? Pisces. Somebody is being inquisitive. All right, Pisces, you are starting out with the Page of Swords. You have the Fool, and you have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So you're looking to move forward into some sort of a brand new beginning here. It feels a little risky. You're studying up on it. You're looking into it. I do feel like there's some stuck energy here that is still being addressed, still being handled, still being dealt with. But I do feel that you're very inquisitive about something, and there's a new beginning here. So let's see who is in your energy. Show me who is in Pisces energy. Show me who is in Pisces energy. All right, the person in your energy, we have the Three of Pentacles reversed, Six of Cups reversed, and the Four of Pentacles. So this is somebody in your energy that I feel like there's a lack of stability that's currently in their life. I feel like you may have had some kind of a relationship with this person that may have ended. There's an indication here that this person feels like a contract was broken, a soul contract, or, possibly a physical contract. This is somebody who is releasing the past. They're letting go of something here in the past, something that didn't work out. With the Four of Pentacles, this person is guarded, but they are definitely holding on to your energy. So let me see the energy between Pisces and this person. Show me the energy between Pisces and this person. The Seven of Cups. Confusion. This is why you're looking into this. The person you're dealing with, Pisces, they may be coming across as being a little bit uncooperative right now. Or maybe you feel that they're not putting in the effort that they need to. I do feel like you're looking and studying. You're really exploring, why. Why is this person acting the way they are? But there's confusion about it. I also feel like you definitely have options, but so do they. So let me see. And I feel like the reason they're not putting in more effort is because of confusion on their side. For some reason, there's a lot of confusion between the two of you. Show me what's affecting this connection. Judgment. So this is somebody, it is somebody from your past. Yeah, somebody who tried to release you, to let this go. There was a foundation here that crumbled. And now there's a lot of confusion, but what's affecting it is a desire on both sides for a reconciliation. So let me see your outcome. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Now, you might be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm also seeing Scorpio energy here, but this is the energy of instability. Why? Well, because this person could be holding on to grudges, things that have occurred in the past. They may be trying to release them and let that go, but they're not quite able to do so. And also with the Wheel of Fortune here in the reverse, there's a need for something to be dealt with in order to move forward. So between the two of you, it's creating the confusion. It's creating the lack of stability here. All right, so bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. This is underlying energy, and what this is indicating is that there has been a deep sense of loss here, but it also indicates that there could be some codependency that needs to be addressed. It also indicates a feeling of a lack of independence, either on your side or the other, or perhaps even both. So let's clarify your reading, Pisces. Spirit, what is the Page of Swords here for Pisces? Oh, so you have choices in love, Pisces. You definitely have choices. I do feel like you think this person is a soulmate, though. And I have to say they think so as well. All right, so we have the Magician reversed. We have the Lovers. And we have the Two of Pentacles. So something you're trying to manifest is not coming through exactly the way you want it to. And I do feel like it has to do with this person. It has to do with love and partnership. See, you're wanting things to be very balanced, but it's not manifesting quite the way you want it to. And I feel like you're trying to figure out why. Why is that? I do feel like you're looking at pros and cons. Some of you do have a choice between this person and someone else as well. But ultimately, you're looking for the balance, and there's confusion as to why this is not manifesting the way you had thought it would. Let me see the Fool. What is this new beginning? Show me the Fool for Pisces. Okay, we have the Three of Cups. We have the Six of Pentacles reversed. And we have Temperance. Yeah, again, I'm seeing that there is some imbalance here, and what you're seeking is balance, but it's not coming out exactly that way. Now, that being said, there is a lot of healing that's taking place, and you're happy about that, but you are also feeling like it's not an equal and balanced connection somehow. You may feel that this person breadcrumbs you because there's that lack of balance. And that seems to be, it's not whether or not both of you want to reconcile. It does look like you both want that. And it looks like that is taking place. But it's also showing me that it's not manifesting quite the way you want. Let me see. Show me the Wheel of Fortune reversed. I'm suspecting that because this is a reconciliation, that this has to do with unresolved issues, possibly from the past. Could also be revolving around codependencies. Why is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse? You do feel that you were led to this person, that you strongly believe that you were led to this person and that it's a spiritual connection. King of Cups and the Eight of Cups. All right, so you have deep love for this person. I can definitely see that. And I like that your heart is very open here. I do feel like you're feeling very empowered, but at the same time, so there could be some blaming going on because at the same time, it's not quite manifesting the way you want it to, or perhaps even at the speed that you want it to. I do feel like you're trying to walk away from anything that is not serving you, anything that's not pleasing you. And what are you trying to walk away from? Well, this stuck energy. I don't see you walking away from this person. I see you walking away from whatever this stuck energy is. And unfortunately, you're not going to be able to do that, Pisces. You're going to have to handle whatever this energy is. So it looks like it might be things that are coming from the past. So healing cannot adequately take place until past issues are resolved. I also feel like if this person is because they are guarded, and if this person is not coming in with the commitment that you're hoping for, I do feel like you will walk away from them though. So let's see their energy. Why is the Three of Pentacles in reverse for the person in Pisces energy? They have a lot of confusion because we have the Seven of Cups again. And I'm wondering if they're throwing in confusion, if they're creating that. All right, we have the Ace of Swords reversed, and again, we have this Seven of Cups. So this person in your energy, they're not putting the effort in that you had thought they would. There's a lack of clarity here. There's things that this person isn't wanting to talk about or discuss. And they're definitely in a confused state. They have an absolute lack of clarity and a lot of confusion here. And this is what's causing them to hold back and not put the effort in. But it's coming across as them being uncooperative. Be careful as well, Pisces, because this person does have options here. And they're not telling you about that. So there could be other options that are at play. I know you have options and decisions as well, but I do feel like this person has other options that they're not being upfront about. Let me see the Six of Cups reversed. Show me the Six of Cups reversed. King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, Queen of Wands reversed, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Yeah, there's a lack of action that's taking place. I do feel like this person is communicating, so it doesn't appear that you're out of communication with them, but it's this lack of action. It's making it appear as if this person wants to sweep things under the rug and just move forward into this connection, but not have to put the effort into it. And I don't know why they're feeling so very confused. We'll look at that when we look at the energy between the two of you. But I do feel like there is communication here, but there just seems to be a lack of effort. Let me look at the Four of Pentacles. Show me the Four of Pentacles. This person could be a little bit bitter at times too, so be aware of that. Oh, that's comforting. So we have the Three of Pentacles in the upright. Beautiful. I'm very glad of that. And the Knight of Cups. So that does tell me that this person does want to establish this foundation with you. They do have the feelings and emotions, and they are going to express that. I do feel like they have been very guarded though. So it's going to take a lot of effort for this person to come towards you with all these feelings and to, actually put the work in. But they're realizing that they're going to have to do that if they're going to be with you. And I do feel like they are going to do that. So whatever this confusion is, I feel like is going to be cleared up simply because they don't want to lose you. Let me see the energy between Pisces and this person. I mean, I don't know, Pisces, are you dealing with somebody that might be a little bit emotionally lazy, perhaps? Again, Eight of Coins reversed, lack of effort. Five of Pentacles and the Hangman. Yeah, this person is just, it's like they don't want to give the clarity. They don't want to give the clarity. They don't want to put the work in. Now, some of you could work with this person, or maybe you did in the past. But I do feel like you are suspicious that this person could be juggling you and someone else. And you're not going to have that. I can definitely see that. And I do feel like that's what you're checking. You're looking to see, why isn't this coming together? Why isn't this person putting in the effort? Why are they holding back? Why are they waiting? Are they exercising other options? I will tell you, they do have other options. They don't want to talk about that. But they haven't been putting in the effort. However, the thing is, I feel like they're not putting in the effort because of confusion, but it's not really telling me what it is they're confused about. You know what? Let me pull a card on, I'm going to pull a card on that Seven of Cups. Show me the Seven of Cups here for the person in Pisces energy. See, now I'm just getting nosy. I just want to know. Okay. Five of Swords reversed and the Star. So their confusion is centered around conflicts, likely conflicts from the past. They want something balanced as well, but they don't know how to approach this without it bringing in the conflicts that they've had. So they're avoiding conflicts. This is why they don't want to talk about things. They don't want to talk about anything that's occurred here in the past that has to do with that ending. You're receiving that as a feeling of rejection, a feeling of being rejected or abandoned by this person. Because I feel like you're afraid that they're exercising other options here. I don't necessarily see them doing that, although I can see that both of you do have other options. Aquarian energy, by the way. There's more Pisces energy here. Some of you could be involved with another Pisces. I do feel like this person is really focused on you, but they're avoiding conflict. And I do feel that they are trying to get their emotions under control. And there's things that they don't want to talk about because they don't quite know how they feel about it. So they're just holding back, but you're receiving it as it being that they might be involved with someone else, or that they're being rejecting of you, which is causing you to pull back as well. Because you feel like this person kind of ices you out. And you're trying to figure out why. Why are they doing that? All right, so let me see Judgment. Show me what's affecting the connection. Yeah, this person doesn't have the clarity that they need in order to, you know, gain a different perspective and to balance this out. There's confusion in their energy. So I don't think it is necessarily about you or about another person, although it could be. It appears more like they don't know what to do, and they don't want to argue. Two of Cups reversed and the Page of Cups. Okay, so what's affecting the connection is the reconciliation itself. Both parties trying to use good judgment. I can see that you want this reconciliation, but you want this person to reach out to you. You want them to put in the work. I do feel like they will do that, but it's going to take a minute. What I'm actually seeing is that this person, they definitely have love for you, and that love is growing, but I feel like they hold back because of fear of conflict. They hold back out of a sense of confusion on how to heal this connection. With the Page of Cups, though, I do feel that this person is definitely, they have the feelings. This could be an apology, or this could be them reaching out. This is somebody who I do feel like once there was an ending here between the two of you, and at that point, I do feel like this person had someone else in their energy. Also be aware that that person that was in their energy may be reaching out to them as well. If that is the case, I do feel like they are keeping that to themselves, but they will eventually let you know that. Because they're showing up with the King of Swords here. So I do feel like this was somebody that was involved with them at the end of this connection. And that person could be trying to come back into their energy. They won't be taking action on it. And they don't have, it doesn't look like they have feelings for that person. And they will eventually tell you, but they're holding back on that because they feel like it's going to create an argument. Yeah, they're afraid that you're going to end things with them if that's the case. And I do feel like if you thought there was third-party energy, you would walk away from this because it's very clear that you're not going to be juggled, okay? So your suspicions that they're hiding something are correct, but it's not what you think that they're hiding. Because they're not interested in that person from what I can see. And they will eventually come clean with this. But their fear is that you will become upset, it will create conflict, and that you'll end things with them. And you're just wanting this person's attention. You're wanting them to be open, to be clear. Because I can see you want the reconciliation. So let me look at your outcome. Show me the outcome for Pisces. Oh, what is this hidden underneath here? Oh, Ace of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. Your fear is that they're involved with someone else. Their fear is that you're going to leave them because this person has been reaching out to them. Wow. And that's interesting because this Ace of Wands was hiding behind the Two of Cups reversed. And that's very revealing. It's revealing in as much as your fear is that this person is having something to do with this person. And I don't think that they are. Let me see. Show me the outcome. It almost appears that this person has a fear reaction and they don't want to bring it up, but it's because they don't want an argument, and they certainly don't want you to walk away from them. Okay, so Judgment in reverse, the Empress, Taurus, let's see, Taurus and Libra energy. Gemini energy is very strong as well. And the Sun in reverse. Okay, so in your outcome, I do feel like you are going to move into this energy of I love you, but I am not chasing after you. I feel like you should this is coming from you. I feel like you should be coming to me. You should be transparent and open with the energy. And I feel like you're very unhappy that this person is not, they're not doing what it takes to put the effort into the connection, and they're not stabilizing things with you. They're going to hear that, okay? Because both of you feel that this connection should come together. You both feel that this connection will grow, it will prosper, it will become something beautiful. But I also feel like you're going to let this person know, because I don't know, maybe that's what happened in the past. Maybe there was third-party energy or some sexual misconduct, because I can tell you right now, you're letting this person know, if you keep secrets from me, I will walk away from this connection. It's not about whether I love you. It's about, you know, moving us back into that past energy instead of moving us forward. And I can see you're not going to have it. So I feel like you know your value, you know your self-worth, your heart is open and loving, you are seated in your power here, but you are not going to put up with any kind of misconduct. Now, that being said, you're unhappy with the way the situation is right now because it's rather unstable, but you see the promise in it, all right? And I think that you might be misinterpreting them holding back this information. It's not their interest in that other party. It's more or less them being afraid that it's going to create problems between the two of you. It did create confusion, though, and I do feel like somebody did reach out to them from their past. Somebody that was in the interim, it looks like, after the connection ended between the two of you and, you know, before this new beginning got off the ground. So this person is very guarded, but it's because they don't want conflict. I do think that they put you on a pedestal. They're very focused on you. They do put you on a pedestal. They will apologize for not being more transparent. They may also apologize for holding back and not taking the proper action or putting the effort in that you were expecting. But I don't think that that effort has to do with you. I think it has to do with them being confused and then trying to avoid the conflict. Now, are they going to put the effort in? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They're going to understand that they made a poor judgment call here and that it could cost them dearly if they don't get their act together. So I do feel that they have deep feelings for you. They're going to let you know that. They have been holding on to you regardless ever since this connection fell apart in the beginning. So they're going to acknowledge that they have made a poor judgment call. It does look like an apology is here. And just know, Pisces, that they are putting you on a pedestal. But your boundaries are like very strong in this situation. They're going to put the effort in. They definitely are. So I do feel like that's what is keeping this from manifesting in the way or the time frame that you thought it would. Do I think it's going to manifest? I think that's going to be your decision. I really do. This has caused some doubt in the situation. And I think that's what's slowing everything down. But you are both acknowledging that this could be a very beautiful connection. But I don't see you going for any kind of third-party energy. I'll say that for sure. Bottom of the deck is a Page of Wands in the reverse. That's underlying energy. And it does tell me that things are not being discussed. There's something here that you would consider to be bad news that's not being talked about. It's not being discussed. There's also a need here with this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. There's a need for you to address any kind of codependency issues and also to lean deeper into your spirituality. So I'm going to pull an oracle for you, pulling for Pisces. Yeah, I can definitely see why you would be interpreting it that way, but I feel like your issues are colliding with their issues. And I do feel like you both definitely do want this connection. All right, so you have number 9, and it's called Storm Fields. So let's read that. Give me just a second, Pisces. All right, it says, this too shall pass. An uncomfortable chaos is surrounding you. Things that you've left unattended may be the cause of some conflict. Remember, we talked about that with that Wheel of Fortune reverse. Pent-up energy needs release, just as a storm in nature must break. For these events occur when the electricity between opposing forces stirs things up and creates temporary disorder. Not all storms are destructive. Rather, they serve nature by bringing rain to the ground and wind to the trees, enabling seeds to be widely distributed and continuous growth to be ensured. Just remember that whatever is being stirred up inside of you or between you and another will benefit you later. The sun will shine again and new growth will be observed. Don't be afraid to shake things up a little. So I feel like this is a storm that is coming, but it is a storm that's going to clear away some of this stuff that is from the past in order for this new beginning to actually take place. All right, I hope this has been helpful. If you have resonated with this, Pisces, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hype the video if you get the opportunity. Until I see you in your next reading, Pisces, know that you're loved, and namaste.